a bat with glasses on, would you?
What happens when you have the director of American Werewolf in London and Blues Brothers teaming up with Sam Raimi, Frank Oz, Dario Argento, and these cats are just the cameos?
I love that.
Starring French actress Anne Parillaud, who is off her La Femme Nikita high, with not one cherry on top in the form of legend Don Rickles.
And this isn't unreasonable. It's demented.
But that maniac mobster himself, Robert Loggia, as Sally the Shark Michelli.
Next time I tell you to pull the trigger, you fucking pull the trigger!
I'm talking about Innocent Blood from 1992. This dark comedy mob vamp flick is some uneven great fun that deserves a second peek.
Don't murder a cop on my lawn!
The overall cinematography feels like it's been pulled from a 1980s movie. The skin tones are so rich, along with spot-on special effects. Even the maestro of splatter himself, Tom Savini, just popped in as a photojournalist for a cameo. We find Marie, who's a little down and hungry for some Italian while she's visiting the Burg, deciding to make a play on the local crime family headed by...
People call me Sally the Shark. And I pick my teeth with little girls like you.
So when he goes in for the bite...
You smell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You smell good.
Sally!
Run for the hills.
You fucking move.
Because he chews up more scenery than the Tasmanian devil.
Girls look good enough to eat.
Tony and Joe take local goon Gilly for a walk and a slice of toasted Wonder Bread. Joe, played by Anthony LaPaglia, is a cop who's been undercover with the Michelli family for 3 years. Tony, played by Chaz Palminteri, works on coolin' Joe's heels as they split, with Tony bumping into Marie, who takes a pass. Instead, she chooses to take a bite out of Spicy Tony. Joel rolls in on the crime scene of his pal
I say this guy's about 5 quarts low.
to blow his undercover stint. Angela Bassett plays U.S. Attorney Sinclair, who fully exposes him to the press upon taking him in.
I'm putting you into protection.
Of course, this goes down about as well as one would think, until Sally the Shark swims to Paris, where instead of mussels and garlic, he becomes Marie's proverbial meatball as she sucks him up faster than a string of vermicelli. Wounded, then spooked in the process, Marie spins out while Sal heads to the cooler.
What the hell hospital is this?
This isn't a hospital.
Sniffing his way through the crime scene,
Well, what do you think?
My thinking is the less I say, the safer my pension.
he takes to the roof to be spooked by now Vamp Marie. Joe follows her into another building thinking he's Spider-Man, to end up discovering her in a church. Utilizing a lava lamp of kooky eye effects, depending on her mood or sexual experience they change, with red being the catch-all to dine in. Meanwhile, Sal is racking his brain while slowly coming to terms with what he's becoming.
You really whacked me. But there ain't no blood.
Taking that leap, he nips his lawyer played by Rickles.
They said I was dead. I ask you, am I dead?
Dodging the cops, he then chooses nap time at his locally owned slaughterhouse managed by Sam Raimi.
Gee, Mr. Michelli, I never seen you here so early.
Across town, Joe and Marie strike up a one-sided, trusting relationship that blossoms into something a little more fruitful. With Sal turning his crew into vamps, their time is sadly short-lived since both Marie and Joe do a pretty good job taking them out. It's a bummer Landis didn't have Sal and his vamp mob begin to run things in town sooner. So, if you're looking to order in tonight, perhaps have Uncle Sal the Shark stop by with some leftovers, because your blind date might be looking at you for dessert. Until next time.
I can hear an angel fart.
Thank you to our YouTube members and everyone out there for your continued support. And Hail Cthulhu!